Hello, and welcome to, yes, as you can see, Dragon Quest 1, but the 2D HD remake, which came out to date this video earlier last year, because we're at the start of 2026. Happy New Year, by the way, to everyone in chat. But yeah, we are starting in on the very first Dragon Quest game, which funnily enough is actually the middle of the Erdrick trilogy, because the very first game in the Erdrick trilogy is Dragon Quest 3, because Dragon Quest 3 is a prequel. But yeah, we're going straight into starting the game, the first game that came out. Like, so we're going on like when it was like chronologically released. So let's see how we get on. Yes, I do. Yes, I do, Jack. Is there a link to that anywhere? I don't know if there is a link to that anywhere. It's mostly just the place where I keep my VoDs. Alright. Venture forth! I am. It's a great name. What language do you want your characters to speak in? I'd like them to speak in a language that I can understand. Do you want to display the location of your current objective on the map? Yeah, oh my god, yes. Oh my god, I do. I do want that. Oh, that is not something the original game had, and it was a pain in the arse trying to remember where the fuck you were supposed to go sometimes. Please select a difficulty mode. You can change this anytime. Dragon Quest is fine for those who want the challenge, yeah. Medium, grand. Yep. Autosaving. I'm aware autosaving exists. It did not exist when I first played Dragon Quest 1. Which means Dragon Quest 1 took me fucking ages because I kept on forgetting to save. Hey, Kira. Welcome along. This is actually the same type of graphics as Octopath.
Hear me, hero. Can you hear me? A great darkness threatens this world. Left unchecked, it will swallow it entirely. It may already be too late.
Oh, cool.
Nevertheless, perhaps you, Scion of Erdrick, might prevail. Please, you must make for Tantagel.
Tantagel?
You must do all
I was pronounced Tantagel.
you can. The fate of the world rests with you.
Of course it rests with me. I'm the protagonist. Look at my Viking horns. Ah! Jakumalo. Oh. Oh. Canst thou stand? Speak to me. It is not. I can yet fight. These are getting fucked up by slimes. We find ourselves surrounded. We cannot permit it to be. For should we fall, we shall keep. This goes way too fast. Who? Thou art here to aid us? That would have been a nice battle to participate in, but I guess not. We are in debt, stranger. Hadst thou not come to our aid, we might well have perished. Okay, now I control when the text progresses. Indeed. To best a whole host of monsters single-handedly in the work is the work of no ordinary wonder. If I might ask, what bringeth thee to the forest alone, stranger? Journeyest thou somewhere? Well, I can see that the combat in this game is going to be really quick and easy. Well, of course, as you can hear from the way they're talking, Kirat, all of these people belong to Hanet's, they all belong to, like, Hanet's tribe. I forget, why are these games called Dragon Quest again? Partly because dragons are just cool, and they wanted a neat name, but also, there's always a dragon you have to fight. There's generally always at least one dragon you have to fight. I think all the evil guy is...
Good boy.
Oh, thank you for the sub, Maniacal. Welcome along.
Havest Than Old Subby.
And yeah, Fungusin is right about who the big bad is.
Zounds! Thou art of the line of the mighty Erdrick? Hero of legend? Hence thy prowess with a blade. And a voice heard in a dream did truly tell thee to make to Tantagel?
Or Tantagel, I think they're pronouncing it in this.
Nonsense! Such talk is the stuff of fairy tales. Hold thy tongue. Thou addresseth our deliverer.
Yeah, put some respect on my name. I just saved you in a cutscene by doing nothing.
Stranger, we are guardsmen of the king of that very realm. Allow us to escort thee hence. 'Tis the very least we can do.
Havest thou old Isabi?
Behold, yonder lieth fair Tantagel.
I'm gonna keep pronouncing that word differently every time I pronounce it. When I played this when I was younger, in my head it was always Tantagel. But your one in the cutscene pronounced it differently, so now I don't know how to pronounce it.
And beyond that accursed isle, England, upon which standeth the dwelling place of that foul demon who did appear as if from nowhere to lead the fiends against us.
Yep.
The Dragon Lord.
Oh, there you go, Kira. there's the answer to your question. The classic old English. Sorry, I mean ye olde English. Would it be ye old English though? Because like you was just like the old form of the, so it would be like the old English, I guess. It would just be old English. Holy shit, this place looks gorgeous. Last time I saw this place, it was top down on a fucking Nintendo DS. My god, this is amazingly beautiful.
We should go ahead and inform the king of thy coming. His esteemed majesty, Lorik the 16th. I will surely grant you an audience to one such as thee.
Well, I'm gonna have an audience with him anyway. Like, he can either grant me an audience or I can come in there, kill all of you, and just have my audience that way.
Truly, Captain,
We have only this man's word that he is indeed a scion of the legendary hero.
did you not see his horned helmet? He is clearly the scion of Erdrick. The veracity of that claim is neither here nor there. That we were delivered from the marauding fiends by his courage and strength of arms is enough. Cantigel, nay, our entire world, hath need of such warriors as he.
Son of a fucking bastard. Isn't that? Yeah. Yeah, the Old English, isn't that what I said?
But forgive me, stranger. I have not yet asked thee thy name. To whom shall I inform his majesty that we owe our lives?
Ah, I should have called myself Twitchy Poo. Fuck. Missed the fucking trick there. Tell your fair king that the brave knight Lord Twitchy Poo is right. I should have called myself Twitchy. Mistake. Is the guy on the right the king's gay lover, or is he like more of a Grima Worm
Well
kind
met,
of?
traveler.
Holy
It seemeth
shit.
Thou art a warrior of great skill. We have long awaited the coming of one such as thee. The captain did relate to me the tale of how thou didst best a whole horde of fiends single-handedly, and did thereby deliver he and his comrades from peril. And not only this, but thou art of the bloodline of mighty Erdrick. Is this true? Then thou knowest, of course, the legend of thine ancestors' deeds.
Sorry, I didn't know there was, like, aside from that opening cutscene where like the voice in our head talked to us, I didn't think there was going to be actual like voice acting. This is like one of the downsides of not like trying to go into the game blind and like not knowing anything about the remake before playing it, but like that is a wonderful surprise. My mouth was hanging open for most of that when he was talking. That was lovely. You can, so Dragon Quest is kind of famous for these options where it will ask you a thing, and technically it will give you a yes or no option, but usually the way it works is, do you agree with this thing? And you can say no, and then you're like, oh, well, I guess we thought wrongly of you. Come back to me again when you have considered the correct option. And you just have to be like there's an option in the, I'm not going to say which one of these, but at the end of one of these, at the end of one of the Dragon Quests, there is an option to like basically sacrifice the person you've been trying to save the whole time. And it's like turn to the dark side and like join the villains. And if you pick yes, the game just goes no, no, that's not what you meant. Are you sure you meant no, right? You meant that you will always stand with light and goodness. It's like, no, I want to join the bad guys. Like, no, you don't. No, say no.
But of course thou dost. Even babes in arms know the tale by heart. In days of yore, thy revered ancestor did receive of the almighty goddess the sphere of light, and by its power was our world rid of the monstrous menace that beset it. Yet the tales make no mention of any of the heroes' bloodline having survived to the present day. Thou truly believest it to be so, that thou art of the line of Erdrick?
I'm realizing now that I'm going to have to play this game differently. Like, I clicked yes on the last one because I was like, yeah, of course I know the story of Erdrick. I love these games. You guys don't know the story of Erdrick, so I probably should have like clicked no, so he would have explained. To be fair, I said yes, and then he like gave me the cliff notes of what the story of Erdrick was anyway. But I probably should be saying no to things just so that he'll explain things to me more. One of the hilarious things about the half-sword demo is that you could shout insults in Old English, and it is delivered in a really flat voice as the words are written. Zounds, Edgeborn. However, you decide to pronounce Tantegel. Just don't pronounce it the way the American way.
Praise be! These are glad tidings indeed. But possessest thou proof, perhaps, of this claim?
Look at
or
my
are we
armor!
to believe it based solely on a voice heard in a dream?
Look at my fucking armor, dude! This is Erdrick's armor!
Thou plainly wearest thy heart on thy sleeve, young man. 'Tis an endearing trait indeed. Mine own line is one intimately entwined with that of the hero of legend. And according to the tales passed down among us, the hero who laid low the lord of the underworld was also guided by a voice heard in dreams.
Yeah, he was also psychotic,
Majesty,
yeah.
please. It will not do to share the secrets of the royal line so freely.
No,
Calm
share more
thyself.
secrets.
Though we lack for proof, I would place my faith in this youngster nonetheless.
Yeah, I'm great. Listen to me.
Better that than lose all hope for the salvation of our benighted realm.
Yes, Majesty.
Yeah, shut up, Chancellor.
Now, young hero, thou too wouldst know the truth of thy bloodline, wouldst thou not? Then hie thee to the cave that doth bear thine ancestors' title, and to the Shrine of Rain. Return to me with what thou findest there. This shall be thy reward for aiding my guardsmen. Go
I have to
forth,
get my
brave
own
hero,
reward?
and may the goddess guide thee.
I have to find my own reward in a cave? Bruh. Zeke receives 120 gold coins and some useful items that he puts in his bags. And that is everything this dude will ever give me. Oh my god, this game is so fucking beautiful. So to counter your point that the king is an idiot, partially, yes, but also partially, like, this game is like almost painfully sincere. Like in everything about it. These first 3 games are incredibly sincere. Like there's no subterfuge about what anyone is doing. There's no double plots. There's no twists. It's just you get what you get. If it's in front, like what you think is happening is always happening. There's no plot twists here. If you tell someone, I am the descendant of the savior of this world, they go, oh, I didn't know that. Cool. I'm the king. I actually, my ancestors worked with the savior of the world. By all means, like, let me help you. You're gonna save the world again, right? And it's like, yes, I do plan on saving the world again. It's like, what shit? Here, take whatever you need. It's like, because of how intimately Dragon Quest 11 is, well, intimately, I suppose, it's alluded quite explicitly at the end of at the very, 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 very end of Dragon Quest 11, that like Dragon Quest 11 takes place even before Dragon Quest 3, because like you're called the Erdrick, which is like you're supposed to be the first person that got that title, because Erdrick is a title, not a name. And like that was one of the neat things about Dragon Quest 11 was that like basically everything that happens to you in Dragon Quest 1 happens to the player in Dragon Quest 11. Like you come from bumfuck nowhere, you go up, you meet the king, and the king goes, oh, you're going to save us from this calamity, and you've been sent by voices in your head. Well, shit. here, let me help you. Whereas in Dragon Quest XI, you do that and the king goes, well, shit, throw him in the fucking dungeon. Like, opening the game's menu is easy. Okay. At any time during a conversation or immediately after it's ended, you can commit to memory what you heard by pressing the start button. Anything you've chosen to keep in mind can be revisited by selecting recall. Anytime during a conversation or immediately after it's ended, you can commit what you heard to memory. So during a conversation, if I press start, the game like starts recording, I guess, and then I can press start again later, and it will like and I can like, or I can like revisit that recording from the main menu, I guess. More importantly, there's a cat character. Is there a cat character in this game? I think so. I'm not going to give you a solid yes on that one. All that you just heard has been committed to memory. Okay, great. Let's see what that actually looks like, shall we? I can remember up to 30 things. God, how cool would that be IRL if I could actually select what I fucking get to remember? Is this what it's like for Is this what it's like for the rest of you? Is this what it's like for the rest of you? You get to like select what you remember? Hasn't been like this for me since I was like fucking like 10. I remember fucking everything anyone's ever told me. I just don't get to recall it on command. I will remember it at the most inconvenient and like useless times. Well met, traveler. It seemeth thou art the warrior of great skill. We have long awaited your coming. Oh, so it plays back the text from the whole conversation. Okay. Heard the bloodline of the Virgin Erdrick, then down knowest. And it shows what my answer was. Okay. Cool. Neat. Be it from me to question his majesty in grasping the thread of hope, however slender, when it presenteth it thine self. Pray, do as he hath asked thee. His majesty hath suffered much, and I would not see his hopes dashed once more. Shouldst thou wish to learn more of the voice that spake unto thee, and to the hero of legend, pray visit Erdrick's Hollow, and the Shrine of Rain both. And when thou hast done, return unto me. I would in turn learn of that which thou might discover, Zeke. Zeke Deirdrick. Saves the realm by going to the king and telling him you're hearing voices. Are you the maid of Oldion? I mean, I'm fairly sure I'm close to the same age as the maid of Orlean. Hopefully I have a better end. Oh my god, look at that character sprite. That is gorgeous. When thou hast accrued sufficient funds, thou wouldst be well advised to purchase better weapons and armor. Thus armed, thou might contend with more powerful foes, and through besting them grow still stronger. Are you telling me that the legendary item that I dug up off a court that I inherited from my ancestor isn't strong enough to defeat basic monsters? Is that what you're trying to tell me? Made of tent to Jill. His Majesty is a man too trusting by half. To place his faith in one whom he knoweth so little is... In Tanchagel shalt thou find establishments offering goods that that shall surely serve thee well upon the battlefield. Pray, array thyself with weapons and armor befitting one setting out upon such a quest as thine. And shouldst thou find thyself injured, pray return here to the town and rest at the inn, here to heal thy wounds. None of this shit, like, all of this, like, none of this room existed. None of this room existed in the original game, as in case that wasn't obvious. In the original game, it was like a 6x4 like square box that you were in. It had this guy, it had this guy. This guy was standing outside. And that was it. There was no pillars, there was no beautiful decorations, there was no helpful Cockney maid to tell me to go into town and heal myself. Wait, can I? No, that was speak to the maid. I move at a fair clip, I will say. That wasn't what I meant to do. Also, can you, like, there's a hole in that wall. There's a hole in that wall. This thing is a massive hole, and I don't see any doors. The fucking draft in this fucking court must be insane. Getting burned by the English in a game that is set in a fantasy world. Truly, there are no limits to the English persecution of the Irish. Exactly, they'd follow me. The music in the game is fucking gorgeous. Oh, princess, princess, where art thou? Could it be that the foul fiends who took thee have taken thy young life also? Nay, we cannot, we must not surrender to despair. I prithee, forget all that I said. Henceforth, hope and hope alone shall guide me.
In days of yore, lo, the fair city of Tantagel was a veritable fairground, wherein the merry makers of the world did play. And yet now, we are beset on all sides by foul fiends, and the golden days are no more. Ah, sweet memory.
Yeah, clearly, as you can see, this castle is a shambles. Fucking, like, shadow of its former self. It's honestly pathetic to even look at.
Oh, princess. Princess Gawain.
I love that there are no doors in this game, so it's very hard to tell. Like, ostensibly, like, this this soldier is just set up a bed for himself in this foyer of the wizards of the wizard shop. You can tell that she is not of the barbarians, by the way. She does not say, we must not lose an hope.
When dark doth spread across the land, light shall return by Erdric's hand. O almighty goddess, may thy light shine upon brave Zeke's quest.
Whoa, what? That's new. There's just a dude that I can talk to and he heals me? Tight? That's new. I remember going, I actually genuinely remember going bankrupt in this game. Because there was no indication of where higher level or lower level enemies would be. So you would just like go out in the wrong direction. And because you went in the wrong direction, congratulations, you're now fighting a dude that can look at you the wrong way and you turn to a puddle of like muck on the ground. So like you would get, and like there was no indication. It was like, go forth and adventure, find Erdrick's tomb, and it was like you'd go out and you'd be like, where's that then? Hello? Are you? You're not gonna tell me anything? And then they just close the gate, and then they close the castle gates on you and tell you, and you can't go back in anymore. So like the only way to heal was to like go, like do fights, hope you survive, go back into town, heal, spend money to heal, and then through doing that and through losing enough because of how much the fucking inn used to cost, I bankrupt myself in this game. The Return of the Pirate Mage. Ha, my gold now. Stupid wizard. That's not fair. I shouldn't call him a wizard. He's a mage. There's a bit. There's a difference in class between a wizard and a mage. Can I go in here? Or is locked? Look at those chests. Oh my god, that is Orichalcum armor, I think, or mithril armor, maybe. Does anyone? Well, I was going to say does anyone, but Kirat specifically, because you were the only one here that was here when I was streaming Dragon Quest XI. Do you recognize this man's outfit, maybe? Well, you are the descendant of Erdrick, so obviously you know where his tomb is. Yeah, obviously, right? Obviously, this is like it wasn't just on her deathbed. My mother went, "Oh, by the way, you're related to Erdrick. His armor is in that sack that we used to hold up the cooking pot." I play the trade of traveling merchant. Lo, countless of our brotherhood has fallen at the hands of roaming beasts of late. Fully many friends I have lost. Merely to speak of them bringeth tears to mine eyes. If that was too long ago for you to remember. This was the same outfit that your grandfather wore in Dragon Quest XI. Seed of Agility, very nice. Little orphan boy? Didst thou hear the rumours? No. They speak of a town laid to ruin by marauding monsters. I must confess to being somewhat afraid. I mean, fair. But you live in a castle, so... A vial of holy water. Look at that, that is gorgeous. I really need to like watch something about the like, I wonder is there like a making of documentary for Octopath Traveler? Because I would love to know more about like this style of pixel art that ostensibly they kind of invented as far as I'm aware. Maybe I'm wrong about that, but like I don't know any game that did this kind of pixel art before Octopath. And like obviously now Square Enix has been like, well, we own you, so we're just going to use that in all of our old, all of the old remakes of games that we're making. I thought that I might pass all the remaining days of my life alone with my beloved. Yet the knowledge that a monster might rob us of this simple joy at any moment weigheth heavy upon my mind. To be alone with my beloved is to forget all that threatens this world. But alas, I cannot put our plight entirely out of my mind. Oh, my lover informeth me that were our world to be destroyed, our love too must surely perish. Castle with no doors. Yeah, fair. A castle with no doors, yeah. And one guard, so I'm not sure how to say. There was like 4 guards in the. There was 4 guards in the court, in the room with the king. Chimera wing. Tight. Tight. Can I see a map? I'm assuming no. Ooh, system settings. Minimap on. Adjust the area displayed at the moment. Yeah, zoomed out. I think would probably be a bit more useful to me. Audio settings are grand. Actually, the audio settings are grand, right? Like the game isn't like overpowering me or anything. Helpful settings. Objective markers. Quest help text. Treasure chest locations. You can like, the game will tell you where treasure chests are. Oh, that's amazing. The game will tell you where secret spots are. I love this. I love this. You can't make text display slower. Okay. You can run? Jesus. Where's the cat? Oh yeah, cat. Ow. There you go, cat. Go with that. Cat behind the cubes. When rain and sun the twain do meet, the rain's bow shall a bridge complete. Thus spake the foretellings of old. What? When rain and sun the twain do meet, the rain's bow shall a bridge complete. Thus spake the foretellings of old. Foretellings of old are just describing how rainbows work. What are you... Ooh, Seat of Lock. Nice. My god, this castle is extensive. Take it with you, collect all the cats. I would that I could. 131 gold? Jesus Christ. Oh god, they're keeping an old man in the dungeon. Lads, they're keeping an old man in the dungeon. They're keeping an old man locked in the dungeon, lads. I think this place might not be as squeaky clean and noble as we thought they were. It might just be a regular medieval castle. And like that guy is a rebelling vassal, and they're waiting to get enough prestige so that they can take his titles from him without being called a tyrant. It is important at this point that we ask ourselves, are rainbows in the Bible? Or is it part of the science woke agenda? I don't know. Actually, like, I genuinely don't know. Sure. Surely there, yeah, like there would be rainbows exist everywhere. Surely whatever, like, Persian Jew was writing. Were writing the original, like the Old Testament, like surely they would have known, they would have seen a rainbow. So yeah, it must be in the Bible somewhere. As if fiends were not trouble enough, bandits now ply their wicked trade in the lands to the north. and led by a most despicable rogue named Reuben Odd. Was it? I can no longer count on the comrades who have fallen to the fiends. I can no longer count the comrades who have fallen to the fiends. I would be lying if I said I do not fear for mine own life. But if we do not make a stand for the sake of the people, who shall? Today was like my first day since, today was my first day back at work, basically, since today was like the day my holidays ended. Oh, Jesus, boys, getting up this morning, I think nearly killed me. I think I might have, like, not a bit of exaggeration, I think I nearly died. An associate of mine did speak of a band of heroes with whom they had a chance encounter. A warrior, a mage, a priest, and one who fought solely with fist and foot. They sound a fine fellowship of adventurers, do they not? They do, they sound great. Is there no trust in this castle? Is every door locked? Merely to swing one's weapon wildly shall not suffice to vanquish the fiends that do plague the land. Thou must needs master spells and other such secret tactics. Do so, and thou might yet prevail in thy battle against wickedness. Oaken Club, tight. Please tell me the Oaken Club isn't better than what I have. Thank God. That would have been embarrassing if the Oaken Club was better than what I had. Can I sleep in this bed? No. What do I have? Copper sword, terrible. Leather shield, terrible. Leather hat. This hat is not made out of leather. Look at my hat. My hat is not made out of leather. Leather suit. Okay, there are probably bits of my armor that are made out of leather, like the leggings and like my arm coverings. But like, my helmet is not made out of leather. It has fucking horns. Why are they closing all of the castle doors? It's like they're worried that someone is just going to walk in and steal stuff from their pots. I should tell the king, like, as a descendant of the mighty bloodline of Erdrick, like, his lack of trust in his own like subjects in his own castle is disturbing, to say the least. How do I get in there? Oh, I'd need to go through that red door. Okay. I recall playing a game where you started out with a rusty sword and upgraded it to a wooden sword, and that had better stats. My friend and I played a game. Oh God, what was it? It was terrible. But it had something like that where you start with like a makeshift sword that you literally like. It's a few scraps of like metal and wood that you stuck together, and the upgrade to that was a wooden sword. And it was like, but my old sword had bits of metal in it. It's like, yeah, but this one is, it's better to have things that are only made out of one material. It's like, oh, okay. Isn't that a lovely little, like, breakfast nook? Look at all of these lovely gardens that none of the peasants ever get to see because they're not allowed in the main gates unless they work here. Fucking the skywalkway and everything. Seed of magic. Medicinal herb, tight. Waves of evil that emanate from the accursed isle grow greater with each passing day. Which signifieth one thing, the Dragon Lord's power. 2 growth greater. You, dear sister, should be focusing on the Lord in heaven, not the Dragon Lord across the sea in England. Gardens wouldn't be so lovely if they got some peasant on them, yeah, I suppose. Right, I suppose we should probably leave. We have apportioned ourselves enough from the castle stockpiles. Running, Jesus Christ, that's amazing. That boggles. That's like someone. That's like you going back to play the first Pokemon game and they'd be like, by the way, if you press this button, you can run. It's like, wait, what? If you fancy going faster, try holding down B while walking to pick up the pace. You can also choose to toggle running with. Yep, I know. It's more of a light jog than it is a run. I don't know if I'd consider that a run, like. I mean, I'm moving at a fair clip, but like. O'er this bridge lieth Tantechel Castle. I know, that's where I came from, but. Thou art of the bloodline of the mighty Edric, thou sayest? Hast thou proof? I'm wearing his armor? What proof do you want? Like, the dude lived ages ago. Yes, I do have proof. Why? Wherefore makest thou such grand claims when thou possess nearly a sign, seal, nor signet betokening thy lineage? Look in my eye. I have the eyes of a hero. And then he looks in your eye, and then he looks in your eye, and while he's not paying attention, you kick him in the nads. Since the appearance of the Dragon Lord, even the crops fail to grow as they once did. Is it too the power of darkness made manifest? No, it's just because you keep on farming the same soil with medieval farming techniques. So the soil is like ruined. You need to like rotate your crops. Ooh, big bald man.
Wherever the path of adventure leadeth thee, beware of bridges. For verily, beyond each bridge wilt thou find ever more fierce and fearsome beasts. Is that how they've gated off the higher level areas now? Oh, that would make things so much nicer. There were no bridges before. It was just like, oh, this looks kind of like a desert. Oh shit, what's that? Oh god, it's a like 30-foot tall fucking sandworm. Oh, it's eating me. Oh, okay. When I grow up, I shall be a hero. No, you won't. Or perhaps a sage. That too would be most marvelous, and a good deal safer, I do not doubt.
silly girl. The only thing you shall be when you grow up is a homemaker. Dog. Woo. Lovely. Hast thou espied the great fortress shrouded in mist over yonder? Jesus, fuck, that's close. That's very close. I did not. That's not across the sea, my dude. That's like a channel. That's not even a channel. That's like across a river. That's a river. Is the lair of the Dragon Lord himself. Oh, I tremble merely thinking upon it. Can I see that again? That's not a channel. That's not even a sea. That's like, look at that. That's like that's a bay. That's so close. Dragon Lord could literally stand in a window and wave at it. Yeah, right? How do they always know what all of our plans are before we attack? It's because they can fucking hear you, boy. You don't have windows and you speak quite loudly and they're literally there. Though we may not seem surpassing noble, ours is a line that can trace its origins back beyond the time of my Erdrick. Alas, if this Dragon Lord is not defeated, our future may be a good deal short in our past. Oh, rabbit's tail. That's a good bit of luck. Let's steal from this old noble household, shall we? Can I read this book? Nope. My family possesses the most magnificent of heirlooms. A bucket once used by the very hero of legend himself. That bucket technically belongs to me. Aye, it is true. My grandmother did relate to me the tale, and her grandmother to her. That bucket is technically my, Zeke peers into the mirror. He is pleasantly surprised to see a ruggedly handsome face staring back. That is the realest thing in this entire game. Every morning, I look at myself in the mirror and I'm like, Jesus Christ, I forgot how handsome I am. Every morning, it's shocking. Barrel.
Tis naught but funeral of a comrade slain by fiends after another of late. Will the dogs never cease their villainy?
It's not the dogs that are killing your friends, dude. It's the demons across the river. Also, it's so cool to see them like building fortifications. Like you can see the scaffolding up around the walls that they're building. That's so tight. Knowest thou where the grave of mighty Erdrick to be found, friend? No. It lay deep within a cave north of here, so I am led to understand. A cave fittingly named Erdrick's Hollow. If those who told me of it speak true, that is. Wait, so your arch nemesis can appear whenever he wants on a giant screen in your lair. And it has two-way sound and video. And you're wondering how he always knows your plans. But we would see him if he tried to watch us. And if he turned the camera off on his end? The fiend! Also, just out of curiosity, how did you set up that two-way screen? Well, I mean, we got his engineers in, and then our engineers went back to his place, and we ran the cables back either way. So you're saying he could have bugged the place? Oh. No, I was watching the engineers the whole time. How many of the engineers were there? Well, there was the two fellas with the toolboxes, and then there was about 5 men in black suits. The fellas with the black suits were making coffee and stuff for us, so I don't actually remember what they were doing. Nothing much. We've just been looting a castle, Funguson. It's an actual scene from Kim Possible. That sounds like a scene from Kim Possible. You can record your progress in an adventure log by praying in a church, or by speaking with members of the clergy you find out about. Or by speaking with members of the clergy you find out and about. Alright. The game does not save on its own as well. However, these files are overwritten often. It does have an autosave all of its own. With these files are often overwritten, so do save manually from time to time. You can create a maximum of 9 adventure logs. Remember, fearless adventurers save frequently. That is not something they tell you in... Yes, we are, Funguson. That is not something they tell you in the original game. I'm never gonna get over the first... I don't think they brought in autosave in the Dragon Quest series until like Dragon Quest 5 or 6? Benevolent goddess, pray deliver unto us once more a hero of mighty Erdrick's brawn and bravery. And then I just like slowly like sidle into view with a big grin. Hands on my hips, like chest pushed out. Pray, shouldst thou find thyself poisoned or cursed, hie thee to a church with all haste. Untreated, such ailments may result in death. Poison may also, of course, be treated with an antidotal herb, shouldst thou have one to hand, but it's not very godly of them. Grateful servant of the goddess, how might our church assist thee? I'd like to confess my sins. I have ransacked Tantagel Castle. Ah, the classic old save tune. Purification is to get rid of a curse. Benediction... What does benediction do? Benediction is the curse. Purification is poison. And divination is... A wise and benevolent voice could be heard. Seek, my child. Thou requirest 11 experience points to reach the next level. Divination is how far you need until you level. Okay. No matter how many Dragon Quest games I've ever played, I can never keep those in my head. Trust not follow Oriondo. He is a blackguard and a swindler. Trust not the fellow over yonder. He is a blackguard and a swindler. And you keep him in... Why does the church have a jail? I should hope, friend, that thou knowest to judge a fellow not on appearance alone. Aye, even a man who sporteth not but a pair of fabulous underpants may nonetheless be the finest and most trustworthy fellow thou e'er didst meet. North of town standeth a signpost. Venture thee northwestward from it, and thou wilt come upon Galenholm soon enough. Journey eastward, and thou wilt reach a small church. The roads grow e'er more fraught with fiends. Take care, and shouldst thou require the services of said church, do not hesitate to avail thyself of them. Shops. Most towns are home to several shops. Some sell weapons and armor, and some deal in items. Their wares vary, so make sure you stop in new shops that you see. Be sure to equip your belongings instead of leaving them languish in your bag. You can do this by going to the equipment in the main menu. Yep. I'm a wandering merchant, hailing originally from Galenholm. Lands twixt here and there are home to monstrous multitudes who hesitate not to make a meal of unwary wanderers. Verily, it is a miracle that I arrived here in possession of my beloved life. Verily. Verily, 'tis true. Many a courageous young adventurer hath set forth from Tentagel, never to return. Many, I cannot help but fear that we are allowing thee to go forth to thine own doom, Zeke. Why does the French guy know my name? He wasn't even in the castle. Why does he know my name? Castle town of Tintagel biddeth thee welcome, wanderer.
Greetings, if this weapons are armor thou seek, thou art in luck, friend. How might I serve you today?
How much? Okay, so I can buy a divine dagger. Should be good against the undead. I can replace my helmet. I can't replace my helmet, never mind. Okay, so I was complaining earlier about my leather armor, how I'm clearly not wearing leather armor. Apparently I'm not even wearing leather armor, I'm wearing a leather suit. So like I'm wearing a onesie of leather. Whereas lightweight leather armor would actually be better than what I have. I like that a helmet made out of wood would actually be better than the helmet that I've started with. So I could buy that dagger, but it's like one better. It doesn't seem worth it. No, no, no. Hey, Maisie. Welcome to medieval England. How to heal? What do you mean, how to heal? I go talk to that wizard back in the castle. Whenever I talk to him, he says hello to me and I get all my HP and my MP back. Stay the night in the inn will fully restore your HP and MP. If you find yourself in worse for wear after a bruising battle, head for the inn. Oh yeah! So because I have both Dragon Quest 1 and 2 2D HD remake and the Dragon Quest 3 2D HD remake, because I have both of them, in this game I will get the dog suit, and in one of the other games I will get a cat suit. So we're gonna make ourselves look like a dog. Are you sure you want to open the Marvelous Makeover Kit? If your inventory is completely full, and you have over 999 of any of the items in the kit, the items will be discarded. Holy shit, look at that armor! Even if I didn't want to wear this armor, I have to wear it. An adorable outfit that when donned will make the wearer indistinguishable from an actual dog. On second thoughts, maybe reduce the music volume a bit? No about it, I can do that in a second. Game's graphics are crazy. This is very accurate to real life. It looks just like my uni accommodation. Yeah. Choose whether to advance. Oh my god, yes. Turn that off. Oh my god, yes, please. Jesus, that's great. How's that? Does it sound better now? I'll go and sneak into bed with that old man. I would love to, but I don't think they'll let me into the room. Good day to thee. Welcome to the Rainbow's End Bank. Thou canst trust thy hard-earned money is safe. Are you dressed as a dog? What? Why?
I am the descendant of Erdrick, here to save the world.
Why are you dressed like a dog, though?
It is family custom to dress as Inushibas.
I do not wish to use your services this day. Okay. We can go into the old man's room. Zeke peers into the mirror. He wonders if he bears any resemblance to Erdrick, the hero of legend. What do you think, guys? I think I look like Erdrick, the hero of legend.
Beware the poison marches, friend. Shouldst thou attempt to cross them when thou art not in full good health, misery and death shall be thy sole reward.
Yes, Erdrick was a massive furry. So it was written in the ancient scrolls. I'm pretty sure I heard about that, yeah. I did talk to her. Might as well go talk to the bull fella before we... Medicinal herb, tight.
Though we build the walls even higher, I fear they still would not stand the assault of dragons. Should Shacha choose to attack us, let alone the dreaded Dragon Lord himself?
By the way, Kira, I turned down the music volume a little bit. Has it made much of a difference? Tee-hee! Why no, silly man, I am not Princess Gwaelin. Though if thou wishest me to accompany thee, I shall for a fair indeed. Wait, wait, what? No! Stop! No, stop! Shit. Well, okay, I guess she's, well, she's with me now.
Shall no one but esteem it a great treasure of the royal line hath been stolen by fiends. Truly, our world goeth ever more swiftly to rack and ruin.
Okay. Miss system settings, audio. Oops. There you go. Hopefully that'll make a difference. Maybe I'm just allergic to the non-stop violins. That's fair. Cat. Antidotal herb, nice. Greetings. These items thou seekest? Thou art in luck, friend. How might I serve thee? A bamboo pole? Pot lid? Musk. A special scent used to lure monsters. It's certainly a memorable fragrance consumed upon use. I have 3 chimera wings. I have 1 holy water, 2 antidotal herbs, 7 medicinal herbs. I think I'm good on items. So we were told that our ancestor's grave, which we are now about to desecrate by 1 bringing this hooker with us into our ancestor's grave, and 2 by the fact that I'm dressed like a furry. But we're going to go visit Erdrick's grave, which we were told is to the north. Look at the size of me, I'm enormous. If you feel a bit lost, press the X button to take a look at your map. It'll show you your current location and give you a good idea of your surroundings. That's amazing. The original game didn't have a map. Traveler's Tips is a curated collection of useful information that can be found in the miscellaneous menu. Be sure to give it a look if you need help with controls or aren't quite sure how to get on with your adventure. More tips will be added as you progress make a point of checking in the tidbits from now and then. Okay, from time to time. Dragon Quest XI, awarded for heading out into the world. Right. Oh my god, it even tells me where I'm going? Jesus. But yeah, like, you can see from this map where I am, where the cursor is Tantagel, right? And literally across that strait is the capital of all evil and demons in the world. And at a certain point, you just have to go like, should we move? I feel like I feel like we should move. Like, I mean, literally everything around this bay is fucked, right? But is it a bay? It's not. It's like a little lake. Oh, well, it does feed out into the larger ocean. Right? Ooh, shiny. Can I go through these trees? The minute I touched the trees. The minute I touched the trees. What abilities do I have? Cattle Prod, a strike that can deal heavy damage to members of the beast family. And I have Cop Out, potentially deflects an enemy's attack onto another enemy. Okay, so it doesn't really... I can't remember if... I don't think Drackies... Like, Slimes definitely aren't part of the beast family. I don't think Drackies are part of the beast family. I think flying is separate. We'll try on the Drackies to see how this goes. Okay, so we'll have to attack a Drackie with a regular bit of Ow. I'll have to attack a Drackie with like regular damage, just to see if 17 is what I regularly do. Okay, like 15 to 17 is what I regularly do, so the Cattle Prod didn't actually do that much. Which would lead me to assume that I was right and Drackies aren't part of the beast family. I don't know if I'm too thrilled by this combat system. Ooh, 24. Tight. I instantly heal whenever I level up, so that means I effectively took no damage in that fight. Okay, so what's my worst stat? Wisdom? Which makes sense because I'm a melee fighter. Why would I need wisdom? I'm shocked how high my MP is. Maybe that's really low for MP, but it feels high. Also kind of shocked that my stamina is higher than my strength. I always wanted a pair of plain clothes. Oh, and an open club. And 18 gold coins. Did I just find a person's corpse? I think I might have just found a person's corpse. What the fuck are those things? What the fuck are those things? Batterfly. Why does it look like? Why does it look like that? I'm hoping they did that correctly. Yep, that person indeed was trying to sell me cheap viewers. Way to go, Streamlabs, you did your job. Erdrick's Hollow, straight ahead. Wayfarer's Church, slightly to the right. Galen Home, just go cut through the forest. Yeah. Oh, you can hide the UI entirely. God knows why you'd want to do that, but you can. But yeah, the random encounters in this are... I'm gonna have to get used to playing a game with random encounters again. Holy shit, one of the slimes actually hit me. Fair play to him. Are you back streaming tomorrow, Funguson? And more importantly, because I'll actually be able to be there for that one, are you back streaming on Thursday? So I'm interested to see how you're going to get on with more of Octopath Traveler. Really, I'm looking forward to the day when you get. I'm looking forward to you getting towards the end of Octopath Traveler and me. Like, I just want someone else to get their fucking shit pushed in by that final boss, so that I feel justified that I'm not terrible at video games. It's just a very bad boss. Because like I grinded for that. I grinded to fight that last boss and still got my shit pushed in. I know you hate grinding, so like you're definitely gonna get your shit pushed in. Should be back to streaming this week. Nice. Hey, I learned how to heal myself. Tight. I'm arrowing. 7 gold coins. And Wayfarer's clothes. Wayfarer's clothes aren't better than what I'm wearing. Well, they're definitely not better than what I'm wearing anymore. They're better than what I was wearing before, though. Sort by strength. Did you finish chapter 1 of... It's a big rat. Okay, so did you finish chapter 1 of Primrose? The dancer girl? You did, didn't you? Abilities, we're gonna cattle prod, because that guy is definitely a beast. Rascal. You dirty rascal. Hey, careful with that. Don't be attacking me with fucking fizz, alright? That's not nice. So you have Hannet, you have Therian, you have Alwyn, you have Primrose, and I think you've just been going for like whoever is closest. So I think Ulbrich might be closest to where you are, maybe. Group of enemies are defeated, got 15 experience. Nice. Oh, I went the wrong way. See, this is why it helps to have a map. I entirely went the wrong way. What the hell are you? Press the digitator. Yeah. Ow. The animations on the enemies are actually quite cool. I just wish that like I could see myself. I mean, that's not the way it worked in like the first game, but like, or that's not the way it worked in the original game. But there's lots of things that work in this that aren't how they worked in the original game. I really would suggest, I think I've said this, but I think you've been ignoring me. Just fair. But I really would suggest going for Cyrus next. He has such a he has an ability that lets you see what people's weaknesses are. His ability lets you see what the enemy weakness is. So, very useful. Like, getting that as early as you can makes the game a lot easier to go through. Be sure that you do ignore that completely. I would expect nothing less. All kinds of icons can pop up next to characters' names in battle, which symbolize temporary changes in their abilities. Give the buffs and debuffs entry a gander if you fancy learning more. You can store all kinds of objects in your seemingly bottomless bags. That said, you won't be able to rummage through the item or equipment bags while in a fight, no matter how neatly you pack. In short, if you think you'll need something in a battle, keep it on your person. Forgot that's how that works. I don't need this. Put that in the bag. I would like antidotal herb. And I would like no, I don't need a chimera wing. Wards off weaker enemies. Just give me another antidotal herb. No. Oh, thank God. No. Take it out. And take this out. Wait, I can take all of them? Wow, I didn't know I could take all of them. I feel like while wearing this fursuit, it's a bad idea to be carrying an open flame. These are the team of adventurers that your one in town was talking about. Phew! At last we arrive in Erdrick's Hollow. 'Twas no easy feat to reach it. Our onward journey will be a little easier. Little easier, I fear. The hero's grave lieth in the cavern deepest reaches, so the legends tell. Let us forget this folly and return homeward. We barely made it thus far in one piece. Do we really mean to dive headlong into further danger? Come, friends. Now is not the time to lose heart. Together, there is no hardship we cannot overcome. Aye, gird up thy loins. Sack up, motherfuckers. Here is where our adventure truly begins. Thou art a warrior, it seemeth. Seekest thou too the grave of thy legend, of thy hero of legend? My ancestor, whose tomb you are currently desecrating. Yes, that's why I'm here. Dressed as a Shiba Inu. Just as I thought. When once again the fiends appear, the hero's tomb retire. Therein the hero's power for thine own self to acquire. Thou wert led here by the old adage, were thou not? No. As were we. Which maketh us rivals. This being so, allow me to proffer a piece of advice. Look behind thee! You see what I mean about this game being sincere? Quickly! We must not allow him to reach the grave before us. Must we really resort to such underhanded means? How else is our esteemed rival to learn that a true hero must learn to see through such simple ruses? Come! The sound effect really added to them. Enchanted parchments adorned with wisdom that allow their readers to learn new spells and abilities. However, reader be warned, one can read them only once before they crumble into dust. I don't know why you're telling me about that. I haven't gotten one, but okay. Oh my god, I can actually... Oh, Jesus, there's like a whole... The quality of life upgrades in this game are so good. Not a ghost. Why did you think that? So, do you think the ghost was a witch before it died? To say it had like that hat. Oh, I learned Sizz tight. Ooh, leather shield. I think that might... Is that better than a shield? Nope, I already have a leather shield. Never mind. The speed with which I am moving through this dungeon is hilarious. How terrifying would that be? Like, just think about this situation for a moment. You're down in a dark, dingy crypt. You've gotten separated from your friends, and you turn around, and there is like a grown-ass man, like 6 foot tall, holding a torch inches away from his face, which you can very clearly see is the face of a Shiba, because this man is dressed in a fursuit, head to toe. Terrifying, right? Like that, like I'd shit myself. Imagine you're like in the French catacombs and you like get separated. You're like, oh god, I'm going to die down here. And then you see light and you're like, oh, I've been rescued. And you turn around and this fucker is behind you, just like heavily breathing inside of a fursuit. Am I lost? Surely not. I need only think. Sandstorm scroll. A scroll onto which the mysteries of Sandstorm has been inscribed. I mean, I could use that. Maybe I wonder, is that better for me to keep? Because I will get a like a magical user. I will get a wizard at some point. Holy shit, the slime hit me. I missed?
Not today.
I'm also kind of impressed that they voiced my character. That's very impressive. Alright, which parts of this? So I'm gonna go up and around. That's kind of most of what I haven't explored. Is that Cthulhu in the middle? Lunatic.
Not today.
Fire is definitely big weakness at the moment. Well, not fire specifically, but I suppose just like magic in general. But fire also makes sense, right? Because again, I am in a full fursuit. Nothing. Chest. Should make the fursuit out of asbestos. Yeah. I mean, ooh, it's a divine dagger. Thank God I didn't buy one of those in the shop. But yeah, like I'm a hero, right? Like I'm here to save the world. I'm here for a good time, not a long time, right? So I might as well make my shirt out of, I might as well make my armor out of asbestos.
Flames!
Holy shit, I didn't expect that to do that much damage. Sizz only attacks one person, right? Yeah. Oh, I was like, what? I can't believe I didn't kill that lunatic in one go. But the first lunatic that I fought, when I had hit him, I think I got a crit. So yeah, they just don't die in one hit yet. The dark, it frighteneth me so. And I would not give what I would not give to go home safely. Again, it feels like, imagine you're down in this dark crypt. You're terrified of the darkness. Your friends have left you behind. You're hiding in a corner. Every sound you hear is terrifying. And around the corner, you see a light source. And then you see the snout of the Sheba. And then here I come around, dead eyes staring into your soul. Oh, it's an accessory. It increases my defense. Tight.
Let the fire consume thee!
Another one of the systems in Dragon Quest that I love is that like groups are determined usually by species. So like since there was all she slimes there, basically counted as one enemy, so I could just attack them all with the one spell. Beautiful. Not always the case, mind you. Sometimes you will come across enemies that are like, this is Draki A and this is Draki B. 314 gold? It's very good of whoever like interred my ancestor here to
Let the fire consume thee!
leave all of this gold down here. You bastard, that's my magic. You want my magic so bad? Take more of it. Rick. I'd like to level up now, please. No? Okay. Oh no, the chat got lost. Frightened? Me? Nonsense. I am merely resting. I really hope I level up before I get to my ancestors' resting spot, because I'm running really low on MP. There you go. That's the level up I needed. 42 MP. Jesus, that's a lot. It's a mini medal. On your adventure, you may come across some shiny trinkets known as mini medals. They can be traded for all kinds of wonderful prices with a certain someone who is maximally mad about amassing mini medals. Kirat, do you remember the person who is maximally mad about mini medals? And to be fair, if you don't, I don't blame you. Again, it was like 4 years ago at this point. $103 gold in a pot, nice. He and his college of French ladies. Yes, you do remember, lovely. And one of them was a zombie. One of them was a pair of kissy lips. It was great. Thou scarest me not, slime. Have at thee. That slime is asleep. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, sorry. Just like me to goo and fall asleep with my eyes wide open. I'm not a bad slime, really. I just like a midday snooze now and again. Well, you guys, I hope you guys have a wonderful relationship. Chimera Wing will be good for getting back to Tantagel? Tantagel? Whatever. It is an ancient-looking gravestone. The inscription is faint, but Zeke can just about make it out. I am Erdrick. Heed me well, bearer of my blood, heir to my destiny. If you would reach the evil island visible from Tantagel's shores, you will require the 3 sacred artifacts. Gather them and you may yet cross that accursed Isle of England and destroy the source of all evil that is the British royal family, as I too did so long ago. Unfortunately, one of them fled to France, and then they glorious revolutioned him back. Before my passing, I entrusted the 3 objects to 3 great sages. If the fates have been kind, their descendants guard them still. When evil rules the ill-starred isle once more, gather the hallowed triad and strike a blow for the cause of light. No doubt those of the line of the sages await you somewhere in this world. Seek them out. Journey before you is perilous one indeed. To that end, let me impart to you my greatest secret.
Halt! Thou shalt not claim the hero's power! 'Twill be ours and no others!
Last, we found it, mighty Erdrick's grave, and on it his very own words. Let us see. Though the darkness grows strong, the light is ever stronger. Take courage in it and go forth. For this is the hero's greatest power. Unwavering courage in the face of seemingly insurmountable hardship. Really? The prize was you can do it? I wonder if the evil isle is like a volcano isle where people really like to live when the evil is sleeping because the soil is really good for farming. Shh, Kira, shh. Courage? That is all it saith? Come, there must be more. The location of a mighty sword, or the secret of a legendary magic? There is not. Curse it all! You blew it up, you fools! Damn you all to hell! So the ancient adage was not but a lie? Perhaps not. After all, what enabled us to prevail thus far if not courage? Well, courage and just a little underhandedness. Forgive us. In our desperation for the hero's power, we did not comport ourselves as we perhaps should have done. Please, understand 'tis the desire for vengeance that driveth us so. Our village was the fiends attacked, and precious little now remaineth. Yet as I feared, 'tis not the place of the likes of us to claim the might of heroes. Come, let us return home. What if the fiends are not stopped? Their evil will engulf the world. Surely someone must stand against them as mighty Erdrick once did. You could give me your equipment if you want. No, you're just gonna leave. Okay, cool. Zeke looks closely at the gravestone. Part of it is covered in moss. He brushes away the moss and finds a further inscription. Wouldn't you just know it? Our village was attacked, and Boris Johnson had reduced the budget for repairing the monster defenses just months before. We were actually doing a very good job at tracking the monsters, and we knew their whereabouts, and then he cancelled the tracking program. He said it would be best to just let the monsters wash over us. God, why did we listen to him? We just wanted to go to Weatherspoon so badly. We just wanted to eat out to help out. Oh, God. Blood of my blood, child of my children. Seek out the sphere of light, by whose power the darkness might be banished, and the fiends repelled. I have entrusted it to the care of the King of Tantagel. Join forces with whomever of his line now sits upon the throne, and see that its blessing is brought to bear. For if it is lost, the world will be plunged into darkness once more. Treasure it, for it shall be your salvation. What if the Dragon Lord had sent one of his minions down here? Did it really seem like a good idea to Erdrick to write this on his gravestone? It's like, oh, by the way, here's this special weapon. If it ever gets destroyed, and it's very fragile, if it ever gets destroyed, the world is beyond saving. The world can't be saved anymore. Like, if it's lost, the world's fucked. Erdrick, are you sure you want us to write this on your tomb?
Yes, I'm sure I want you to write it on my tomb. Now hurry up. I think I'm starting to get pneumonia. I could be dead any day now.
Are you sure we should be listening to the crazy old man? He did save the world. Yeah, but he saved the world like 50 years ago. He's like, I think he's getting a bit of, bit of dementia, like. Should we maybe not write the bit that tells the enemy that they can easily destroy the only salvation the world has? Look, man, I'm just down here to do a job, and this place is really cold, so I'm just gonna inscribe what he wants me to inscribe, and then I'm going home. My wife's cooking dinner, and I'm really fucking hungry. Come now, no minion of the Dragon Lord would think to brush away the patch of moss. It is a perfect plan. Yes, they placed the patch of moss there intentionally for day one. It definitely didn't grow there on chance. How foolish I was.
Oh, by the way, plant poison ivy down around the end. It'll grow up around half of the inscription, and then it'll cover it.
You want to cover the inscription with poison ivy?
Well, I mean, you said you were worried that the enemy might read it.
Alright, that's why you're the hero. Genius ideas like that are why you're the hero. Your objective has been updated. They outspeeded me. I think we could use the Chimera Wing to get out of here and fly home really quickly, but that's not very RPG of us. We're going to grind through this dungeon and fight everything along the way. Because what is one of my RPG streams if not me being overleveled?
I have thee now.
Holy shit, that was a lot of damage. It's like that inscription in Monster Hunter Stories 2, where you would only understand the true meaning of the prophecy by reading it upside down in a pool of water. They're very lucky that they kept that pool of water clean over like centuries. Like, that had been there for centuries and no one had got in there. Well, that's not true. I think the leader of the Wyverian village probably went in there every once in a while when she wanted to get away from the younglings. Those young whippersnappers, they're only 200 to 300 years old. Like, they can't understand me. I can't hold a conversation with them. They just talk about spinning wheels and like balls on a hoop, like stick and hoop. I don't understand. They keep on trying to tell me about this newfangled animal husbandry thing. It's too advanced for me. I don't like it. Holy shit, I learned 2 spells? Well, I learned a spell and an ability, but still, cool. Let's go down to the left. Antidote herbs and a seed of agility? Tight. As we've now been told that the only time I'm going to encounter tougher monsters is if I go over a bridge. They've bridged off all of the tough monsters, so I'm not scared about exploring. All that you just heard has been committed to memory. I didn't... Shit, that was a mistake. Oh! Yeah, actually that'd probably be useful, yeah. Looks closely at the gravestone, it's covered in moss. Further, yeah, that would be useful. But what I meant to do was... Yeah, like if I go over that little bridge into down here, then it's going to be stronger dudes. What is that in the ocean? Or in that little lake? Do you see that? I think it's like a little... Oh, that might be the mini metal island. What's up there as well? I think that's Galenholm. That's Galenholm. I'm not going to go to there just yet, because Galenholm is a later thing. But we're going to go down to this thing, explore it, and then maybe go over to this thing, which is the Wayward Church. Oh, I also meant to read this. Yeah, Galenholm is just up ahead, and it's a roadside inn down below. Okay.
I have thee now.
Divine Dagger is really coming in clutch. So, from what that... Can I see that? No. But yeah, from what it popped up like there, a leather suit is apparently like a dungarees, which is apparently the armor that I start with, which is hilarious. Dost thou mean to venture southwards thyself? Yeah? Then thou wilt surely encounter not just rogues, but vicious fiends also. I would counsel thee to think again. Hello. I'm engaged in an investigation of all matters fairy related. Though these ethereal creatures are seldom sighted, I heard rumors of encounters with them in the forests to the south. And yet, though I went there hoping to seek them out, the place was so hopelessly overrun with fiends that I could not even hope to begin my search. Zeke peers into the mirror. He wonders if he bears any resemblance to Erdrick, the hero of legend, in his fursuit. I'm arrowing. Cool. I've got a fair few fucking Chimera wings at this point. 32 gold to stay the night. I'm not made out of money. Don't look at my money. Don't look at my money. I'm not made out of money. Trying to rob me 32 gold a night. I can just sleep in my fursuit outside. I think the best part of the fursuit is that I have a collar. I think that really adds to the whole image. Ooh, he put Accelerattle on. That's unfortunate.
Be gone!
Haha, Accelerattle won't help you now, you little prick. Meant to ask, Fungus and Kirat, what did you get anything interesting over the holidays? Any interesting presents? Ooh, I see a sparkly up there. I bought a vacuum cleaner and a new microwave for myself. And my mother was complaining she had nothing to like put under the tree for me, so I was like, well, I haven't taken either of these things out of the box yet. You can like put them under the tree if you want. So part of my gift for Christmas was a microwave and a a Hoover that I bought myself. To be fair, my mother did give me the money back for the microwave, so. I don't know if you might have seen it on the Discord as well. My mom got me a bonsai tree, which, from everything I've read, and I did have to read a good bit about, because like the person that she bought it off basically gave me a fucking web document of all of the things to look out for when looking after a bonsai tree. Fairly complicated. I'm pretty sure it's going to die on me, but until it dies, it will at least look pretty. Got an electric toothbrush, cool. I actually could use a new electric toothbrush. Actually, I think I just need a new head for the electric toothbrush that I have. Like, the electric toothbrush that I have is fine. But it definitely does need a new head. Leather shield and a leather suit. I got them. Oh great, I've started to hallucinate. Fantastic. I got the Mighty 9 D&D comic books, and my brother-in-law confused wishlist with last year's wish list, so I got another mixer. Very good. Just me and this Dracky. Just me and this Dracky missing each other constantly. Now, if your first mixer breaks, you have a backup. I mean, if you don't want it, I can give you my address. You can send me on a mixer. I don't like. I could use a mixer.
Flames!
I was fully expecting him to use Accelerator Rattle there and not attack me. I see Maniacal's avatar, but I don't know if he's actually here. So, like, I'd ask him did he get anything interesting for Christmas, but I genuinely don't know if he's even here. Is it a dungeon? No, it's a church. Welcome to our inn, weary traveller. 'Tis 16 gold coins per night for a room. Would thou be staying? You know, that's like half the price that the other place was, so yes, I will stay here for the night. Rest well, friend. Good morrow. I trust thou didst enjoy a restful sleep. Do come again. Festive girl standeth a tower known as the Shrine of Rain. Who built it? And with what purpose in mind? I do not know. I know not. But 'tis said that it hath stood since the time of It is said that it stood since the time of Erdrick, hero of legend. Oh yeah, well shit, yeah. I was told to go to that tower. Thank God he said that to me. Or else I would have like headed back to town and your man would have been like, why are you here? I told you to go to the Tower of Rain. It's like, ah yeah, you did. You definitely did say that to me. Whoops.
Let me in, priest.
Saving every hour on the hour. Actually, how close am I to leveling up? Oh, you don't do divination. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Well, I guess we're going across this bridge. Well, that's ugly. It is undead though, and I have an undead killing weapon, so that Petrifido did not stand a chance. We dropped the treasure chest. This little herb. I think it was. Well, no, I was gonna say I think it was in Dragon Quest XI, but if it was in Dragon Quest XI, Kira definitely would have clipped it. Because I remember, I think probably playing Dragon Quest VIII maybe, where I killed a monster, he dropped the treasure chest, I went to open up the treasure chest, and the treasure chest was a mimic, and I found myself in a second battle. It was very funny. Well, it wasn't funny at the time. At the time, I fucking hated it, because I was very low on health, but looking back at it, it was very funny. Traded it in. The store had a weird way of doing customer service. They had a ticket system where you selected what type of service you wanted, and then there was a screen that told you which desk 1 to 15 you should go to. Jesus Christ, they must get a lot of fucking complaints if they've if they've gone to this much work. Except there were only 4 desks, and they were not numbered. And there was no call out when when they were ready to serve the next customer. Oh, that sounds lovely. So it worked quite well, as you might imagine. Yeah. Sounds like an Argos from hell. Okay, we're going to call. Yeah, we're going to call. We're supposed to go to call, so let's go to the Quagmire Cave. Seed of Wisdom and a Seed of Luck. Ooh, Heal Slimes, the worst enemies in the game. Worst enemies in the game.
Be gone!
Oh my god. We're gonna be here forever. Jesus Christ. Well, settle in, lads. This is the next half hour. They'll eventually run out of MP. Just might take a while. Not enough MP. There you go. Of course I crit on the... Of course I crit when he's near death. Of course I do. Classic. Heal Slimes. Worst enemy. Worst standard enemy in most Dragon Quest games. Heal Slimes. And other variations of them. Mini medal. Cat. Oh. Mother cat. The cat is sleeping peacefully and it looks rather contented. Meow meow. There you go, Kira. Kind of, I'm collecting cats. There's 3 of them now. My god, this place is fucking gorgeous. Alright, let's go talk to the forlorn man, shall we? Oh god, he's a forlorn bard. Even worse. La 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 la. Oldie roll roll. The dying sun, the gloomings glow. Long lost the home I once did know. And thou art Zeke, an admirer of my work, perhaps. And thou hast pursued me all the way here. Thou art tenacious indeed, and plainly a fellow obsessed. I am, of course, Zalen, descendant of Galen, he of the Golden Voice, the storied bard of legend. But I mean not to rest on the laurels of mine ancestor, virtuoso though he was, which he was, by the way. I don't know if you heard, but he was a virtuoso. I mean to strike out on mine own, to seek out new veins of song yet unmined. Though the climb I face is an uphill one, 'tis said that all Elfgard did shed a tear at the beauty of my forebear's fabled voice. You seem a little bit angry about that. Could such tales be based on fact, perhaps? Can such feats be bettered? Only time will tell. Alas, I find myself somewhat uninspired of late. Though I once reveled in rebellion, in subverting that which Galen was so well loved, I tread that path no longer. I seek inspiration instead of the opposite, in following in his footsteps and those of mighty Erdrick, with whom he was so famously firm friends. And in the course of said following, I have heard quite the rumor. Seemeth that there's a place somewhere in Alphagard, deeply connected to the hero of old, inextricably and deeply tied to Erdrick's legend. And so, I journey in search of it. Alas, I am no closer to finding it than when I first set out. That thou art come here to this place doth surely signify that thou art a man well travelled, good Zeke. Shouldst thou happen across such a place on thy travels, pray inform me of it. My wanderings too take me hither and yon. Our paths will surely cross again. Until then, friend, adieu. Well, there he goes. I was gonna call him a crazy bastard, and then I remembered I'm dressed in a fursuit, so, you know, glass houses and all that. Oh, I'm going in the right direction. Like when we were like up here at the bridge, we found like a little a little signpost that was like, where you're wanting to go is north. And then I saw this on the map and I was like, oh, let's go south then. Yeah, that's a giant mountain range that I can't get across. So I'm going to have to go down across that bridge, up and over to around here. This world is... I've explored like a good section of this world already. I was gonna say I remember it seeming bigger, but it definitely didn't seem bigger. It definitely feels bigger now. I guess I forgot how small this world was. Ah, fuck, one of these things. Alright. Stuck in a heal loop for the next few seconds. Nice, I crit. $33 gold, 2 chimera wings, that's about it. I'm gonna check up in that desert to see is there anything special up there. Probably isn't. Bollocks. Okay, let's hope I can kill this Draki in one hit. Yep, that'll do. The other Draki ran away. I mean, fair. Like, if you showed up in a group with, like, another Draki and a heal slime, you'd be like, alright, me and this Draki, me and my Draki friend have got this. And the heal slime will heal both of us. And then I fucking one-shot your friend, and you're like, the only person I have to back me up is a heal slime? Oh no, fuck this, I'm leaving. I'm not dying here. Ooh, this is a place. Ooh, the secret spot. The world is full of secret little areas just waiting for someone to discover them. These often look a little bit different to their surroundings, so be sure to keep an eye out for them on your travels. Stumble upon such a spot, and you might find a stash of items or gold coins if you're lucky. You might find something altogether more special than either of those. I think I found something more special. I found a dude, several dudes. Found several dudes. Ooh, I can't even see what this area looks like. Interesting. Hello? Knowest thou the way to Remulder? No? Then allow me to enlighten thee. Cross the southerly bridge and follow the coast eastwards. Ere long thou wilt reach a cave surrounded by swampland. Make thy way through said cave, and after emerging on the other side, continue southward still. There thou wilt find the town of Rimuldar. We patrolled that region too once upon a time, though that all ended when the monsters thereabouts grew too mighty for us to handle. Gonna commit that to memory. Vial of holy water, 2 vials of holy water, nice. Some Elon Musk. We patrol the realm on His Majesty's orders. Whilst our duties are fraught with peril, 'tis an honor to be chosen to keep the peoples of our kingdom safe. Fiends grow smarter by each passing day. They attack in large groups to gain an advantage numerical. Shouldst thou plan to do battle with many a monster at once, be sure to carry a whip or a boomerang on thy person. Sounds! Dost thou truly travel alone? Thou must be surpassing strength, or perhaps simply stupid. Yeah, probably. I mean, I'm dressed as a Sheba. I'm probably that second one.
I have thee now.
I like that we were warned by someone else, like, don't go across bridges. If you go across bridges, the enemy level will go up and they'll be stronger and, like, they'll fuck you up. And this is, like, the second bridge I've gone across. Oh, cutscene. It's a massive bridge.
I know not who thou art, but I beg of thee, send word to Tantagel. The detachment dispatched in search of Princess Gwaelin is no more.
I'm surprised you don't know who I am. Everyone else I meet seems to know who I am. But I guess that's because everyone else I meet was in the castle when they found out who I was, so that's fair. I'm sorry, you're bleeding out. Were you saying something about the princess?
But she was seen. The fiends did spirit her away across the swampland, south of Kol.
South of Kol, you say?
I fear I can endure no longer.
Steal his weapons and armor?
We meet again, friend.
Hey, dude.
But what is this? This man is a soldier of Tantagel.
Don't. This better not be one of those fucking situations where you think I attacked him.
He hath breathed his last. His wounds are truly terrible to behold.
Is this thy doing?
No, it's not thy doing, you fucking dumbass.
A message, thou sayest? The princess was taken across the swampland south of Kol.
Personally, if this was me and we were playing a tabletop RPG right now, I'm not telling you that the princess was taken south across Kol because I want to go do that myself. That's a lot of poison. That's a lot of poison.
Then we must go after her with all haste. Come, what are we waiting for?
That's a lot of poison, my dude.
But the party sent in search of the princess was comprised of our finest soldiers. Surely we will simply meet the same fate.
If thou art afraid, then away with thee homeward, coward. I will go to the princess's rescue, though I go entirely alone.
We cannot allow our comrades' deaths to have been in vain. We shall make for the swampland.
Kind of a stupid call, honestly, but okay.
You will remain here and see that this man is granted the burial he deserveth. Hie you thence to the castle and report on all that hath occurred here. Friend, I would ask a boon of thee also.
Oh yeah?
News of
What
these
did?
events will only stir discord among the people. I prithee, keep thy counsel.
My council takes money. My council costs. My council is not free.
I understand that His Majesty had tasked thee with learning more of the hero of legend. I wish thee luck in thy quest.
Thank you.
Now,
Captain, canst thou continue?
Do not fret on my account. We have work to do. Come.
Rip that guy. Not that I meant to commit that to memory. So he did mention something useful. Copper sword, which I already have. Wayfarer's claws, already have. Pouch of Elon Musk, already have it. Paul and the Shrine of Rain. Let's head to the Shrine of Rain, shall we? Okay, 6 points of damage. That's maybe the strongest anyone has ever done damage to. Was that guy casually patrolling the bridge while the other soldier was dying dramatically, like 20 meters along? No, I'm pretty sure those knights that we saw after the cutscene were the knights that came with the captain, because he told them to remain there to help bury the dude's body. Ooh, bag of tricks. Bag of laughs. Okay. Did the bag of laughs do 2 fucking abilities there? Accelerate, that's annoying. Yeah, oh, that bag of laughs is really quick. Oh, now I crit, yeah. I think cattle prod should work on this thing. It was better damage than what I did without cattle prod. Well, that was definitely the toughest enemy group I fought so far. But I do think I got like 100 odd experience for it, so. Dazzle me not. Cool. I feel like I should be like spinning and shouting that the hills are alive with the sound of music or something. Fuck. I was really hoping that would kill the scorpion.
Let the fire consume thee!
Okay. Yeah, definitely time to heal.
Much better.
Enough MP, thank God. Very much like to level up at this point if I could, game. That'd be very nice. Did cattle prod work against these guys?
Not today.
Okay, maybe today. Please, defend to the end of the days. Makes my life a lot easier. Ooh, scale shield. Yes, please. Can I run away? Thank God. Yeah. 2 scorpions and a bag of laughs? There's no way I could do that. I would die. I was not expecting to find someone living here. It's a kindly old wizard. I hope. Kindly old wizard. Be gone from here. I would speak with no one. The king of Tantagel told thee of this place. Thy name is Deek, is he? That I cannot very well refuse thee. The royal line of that nation number among our closest allies in the preservation of the legacy of the hero of legend. It is we sages' duty to test those who would take on the hero's mantle. And should they prove themselves worthy, pass on to them these treasures. Unto the one who returneth to us the lyre of ire, a treasure long since lost, shall I bestow the staff of rain. Thus it was decided, and thus it shall be. Should that day ever come, alas, I doubt it will.
Why thou asketh? For the forces of darkness have taken possession of the sphere of light.
Ah, fuck. Anyway, well, we might as well go home, lads. That inscription on my granddad's tomb said that if anyone ever gets the sphere of light, that we're fucked. So I guess we're fucked.
And as the legends have it, mighty Erdrick could not have laid low the great evil without the sphere's aid. If the fiends now possess it, there is little hope for any of us. And I cannot very well allow thee to go forth, knowing full well that thou standest not the faintest chance, and shall surely be defeated.
Look, there's a voice in my head that keeps on telling me to kill this fucking Dragon Lord, so I'm gonna kill this Dragon Lord.
Lo, the rain doth fall, and soon enough the sun too shall fade. Thou must needs abide here with me this night.
But there's only one bed, Sage. Wherever will I sleep?
Hear me.
I hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
You must meet with Rubis, spirit of the land. With her protection, you might stand against the darkness. Seek out a means of summoning her, of bringing her back to us. The
Are we to get into necromancy?
able to help you, as well of Tantagel. Must find them.
And that dream took all night?
Thou sayest that a voice spake unto thee in thy dreams, and it bade you summon Lady Rubis. Knowest thee of her? Of what manner of being she is?
Yes, but chat doesn't, so tell me anyway.
She is mother unto this realm of Elfgard, and did raise up each mountain, and give form to every leaf and stone. And this place in which thou standest is a place wherein the fairies did once offer up worship unto her. Long ago, mighty Erdrick did stand atop this tower, and there did receive her blessing. Thence did the hero of legend go forth and vanquish the great evil. Alas, in time the fairies did dwindle and fade, and the means of summoning Lady Rubris lost to us. Yet, it is not quite time to abandon all hope. For should her aid in be thine, thou might yet stand against the evil that threateneth us, even though it wieldeth the sphere of light. Zeke, I would have thee prove to me thy strength. Summon Lady Rubis, and I shall recognize thee as a true hero, and then and only then shall the staff of rain be thine.
Movement in a mere moment. You can use the zoom spell or a chimera wing to return to any towns, castles, or dungeons you've been to before. Now, these methods of transportation will cause you to shoot up into the air, but feel free to use them indoors by all means. You'll fly straight through any bothersome ceilings that would have ordinarily gotten your way. I don't know if I like that. I suppose it's useful, But like, it was always kind of classic in Dragon Quest games that if you tried to use zoom inside, or if you tried to use a chimera wing like inside, you would fly off up and then lash your head off the ceiling and fly the fuck back down. You can also assign items, spells, and abilities you use to an easy access shortcut. Simply press RB while on the go to bring up the shortcuts menu. You will then be able to use the commands up, down, left, right. Commands can be registered by selecting shortcut commands from miscellaneous menu. Make a point of assigning anything you use often. That will be a bit easier. Okay. Yeah, I don't really have anything else. By the way, did sleeping here heal me? It did. Roderick's Hollow, Warfare's Church, Forgotten Ruins, Train of Rain. So could also just walk back there. It might not be a bad idea to walk back there. It could be good for my experience. Monsters around here are difficult though. Back to Tintagel. You don't have any new weapons, do you? I could actually purchase that now. I do have the money for it. Could purchase that too. We'll wait to see what the king gives me. And if the king doesn't give me anything useful equipment-wise, then we'll buy new equipment in the shop. Oh. That weirdo in the fursuit is back. Zeke, thou art returned to us, and what hast thou learned? Thou wisest to know if the rumors are true? If the sphere of light which Erdrick himself did gift unto us hath been stolen? What errant nonsense is this? Whence did such groundless tittle-tattle originate? Dude, I'm just telling you what the fucking wizard told me. Please, good Chancellor, our friend here hath clearly done as he promised he would, and sought out knowledge of mighty Erdrick. The least we might do is share the truth in return. Very well. Far be it from me to contradict thee, Majesty. The rumors are indeed true. The forces of evil have taken possession of the sphere that it was our sacred duty to protect. and thus have fiends proliferated and poisoned swampland and more besides. What of the princess, thou asked? Asketh? Askest? Askest? Askest. So thou didst meet with the party sent to retrieve her? Well, what's left of the party sent to retrieve her, yeah. Then perhaps it is best that I tell all from the beginning. My beloved daughter is blessed with a great power. She is able to hear the voice of the almighty Rubus. That's useful, I need to summon her. So it came to pass that several months since... Ooh, flashback. She'd receive a warning from the spirit of the land herself.
Gwaelin. Gwaelin. Gwaelin, Princess of Tantagel. It is to you, and only you, that I might speak. I am Rubus, mother to the land of Alefgard.
It is I, spirit of the land. I shall speak only to you, Gwaelin. Be it known that it is this goddess's will that your father let you stay up past curfew and read all of the romance books you wish, for they are not tittle-tattle, but the highest form of literature. And that's what the goddess told you. That's what the goddess told me, Father. I'm a messenger. Do not shoot the messenger. I am simply passing on what the goddess of the land told me to tell you, Father.
And I hereby entrust to you a message. A foretelling of how this world might be saved. Listen well. A great darkness threatens Alefgard. Take the sphere of light in hand and seek out a place of safety. In time, one will come to you, a youth who bears the blood of Erdrick, hero among heroes. Impart to him this message that I entrust to you. Guide him on his quest. Bid him go.
And if you fall in love with him, oh well. It was at just that time that the fiends had begun to appear. It seemed certain to greatly trouble the land. And thus I chose to trust in the word of Almighty Rubus, and did instruct Gwaelin to reveal the message with which she had been entrusted to none but the hero himself. Then I did dispatch her, along with a troop of my best soldiery, to the Shrine of Rain. I had hoped that the sooner I sent her away, the safer she might be. Alas.
Princess, we have come far and fast. Perhaps it would be better if we rested.
We need not do so for my sake. Come, let us continue onward.
What is this power I sense?
I feel like you're kind of leaving the front open there a bit.
Thou bearest the sphere of light, dost thou not, Princess Gwaelin of Tantagel?
Fiends! Protect the princess!
Jesus, those dudes just ceased to exist. Jesus Christ.
What is the meaning of this? Who art thou, rogue?
I am the Dragon Lord, Master of Masters, King of Kings.
King of Kings? Thou art naught but a monster!
Most kings of kings are.
Know this, fair princess. The monster thou seest before thee is the true ruler of this world. All others are naught but pretenders. The sphere thou carriest is mine by right, and thou wilt return it to me.
'Tis the birthright of he who beareth the blood of heroes, and I shall relinquish it to no other.
So Rubus watcheth over thee. Then let us see whose power is the greater.
So why didn't he kill her then?
Victory is mine. Perhaps thou might consider joining me. 'Twill be a sight worth seeing, I assure thee.
Oh, unfortunately the dragon got testicular cancer a few years ago, so the dragon only has one ball to collect.
Never! A hero shall soon come, just as Lady Rubus foretold. The darkness thou servest shall not be suffered to thrive. He who is blessed with the power of the light shall see to that!
A hero? Let him come! Let them all come! All shall suffer the same fate at my hand!
Let them all come. I love it when they come. I will service them with my hand. Wait, no. No, wait. That's not... I didn't mean it to sound like that. What I mean is that I can defeat anyone who comes before me.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I totally believe you.
No, that's actually what... Kidnap her. She's coming with us. No one can know that I said this.
Majesty, might I suggest we take the princess, willingly or no? There is still much we might learn from her.
Don't pay attention to that
Those of your
dark mist.
accursed ilk are ever presumptuous.
Don't pay attention to that dark mist. That is not the real big bad. The guy that looks like Dracula. That guy is definitely the actual big bad. Don't. There's nothing. There's no subtlety here. That guy is the bad guy. There is no other bad guys. Everyone else is beneath him. He is the most powerful being in all of existence. Don't let anyone tell you different.
Very well. Do as thou wilt. I have what I came for. Come, we return to the castle.
Back, fiend! with thee?
Princess!
And so, just as thou didst learn on thy travels, the Sphere of Light has taken from us, and my beloved daughter also. We have, of course, expended every possible effort in our attempts to regain both. We are unable to even approach the accursed isle upon which the fiends dwell.
And though we did send a party of our finest soldiers to seek the princess all across the realm,
months have passed, and still they have found naught.
Majesty, please, I beg of thee, do not give up hope.
Who art thou to speak of hope? Do I not dream every night of my darling daughter's safe return? These are the dreams of a father, not of a king. As a king, I must think of my realm. This is why I made spares of my world. And if manpower is to be expended, it must needs to be expended on assailing that dread isle and returning the Sphere of Light to its rightful possessor. Zeke, I fear I must ask yet more of thee. Wilt thou come to the aid of our cause once more? This is one of those occasions that I was talking about earlier in the stream, where if I say no here, he'll say, well, I'm sure you misspoke. I am asking, will you come to save us once more? And he'll just keep on saying that until you say yes. Full glad am I to hear it. I am ever in thy debt, good sir. Then I bid thee follow in Erdrick's footsteps once more. Legends tell that the hero of old did travel without hindrance through this world by means of 3 keys. I would have thee gather them. One of these, the thief's key, hath been discovered in the town of Galenholm. Key thee there, and seek it out. Until we meet again, brave Zeke. May good fortune go with thee.
You were supposed to give me a reward. Did he not give me a reward? Son of a tight git. Absolute tight-fisted bastard.
Right. The king didn't give me anything. He's a tight fuck, so yeah, sell me some of your weapons. Take the Iron Lance. Yes, I do wish. Yes, thy dost wish to equip thy purchase. I would also like hardwood headwear. And I would also like... No, actually that's everything I want. My first suit is actually better than leather armor, so... Sell this divine dagger. This copper sword. This leather shield. This leather hat. Sell this oaken club. Sell these clothes. And these clothes. And these dungarees. These leather shields. I'd like to sell this copper sword. And the leather armor. Right, let's get the priest to tell me how far away I am from a level up, shall we? Also, we're up on an hour, so it's a good time to save. $23 experience points away from the next level. Okay. Shouldn't be too hard to do. Did I not say to thee that I am not Prince Gwalen? Well, I remain not she, and yet thou remainest fair of face. Very well, I shall accompany thee. We have like 11 of those. Let's buy like 6 of these. I'd like to buy 2 of them actually. No, don't want any more of those, and I'll buy like 3 of these. Fucking hell, Chimera wings are expensive. Right, out we go. Where are we going now? All the way up there. Okay. Let's see how easy these fights are, or if maybe we just... I was going to say maybe we'll just avoid fights because maybe we'll just avoid fights because we're so overleveled and they'll run away from us like monsters usually do in other Dragon Quest games, but I guess that's not how that would work in a random encounter system. fair play to that slime for sticking around. I mean, maybe he's just suicidal, but I'm still impressed. Hey, level 8. Nice. Wisdom is still pathetically low. Actually, our resilience is even worse. Jesus, our resilience is only at 27. My god. Oh, we got Zap and Peep. Peep isn't what you think it is. Peep provides an appraisal of items and reveals the nature of a treasure chest's contents. So if you think a treasure chest is like, you think it's going to be a mimic, basically, you use Peep on it. You very rarely use Peep. Nice. Dazzle me not? Oh, that's it. So I'm always impressed when I one-shot one thing and the thing next to it goes like, yeah, I'm gonna stick around, I can fight this guy. So it looks like, at least from some of these encounters, that there are front rows and back rows. I don't think they were in the original game. I'm also very glad that this, like, as much as I complained about the, well, I didn't complain, but like, slightly moaned about the combat system when I first saw it. At least it's not as bad as the 2D combat system in Dragon Quest XI, which Kirat can tell you from first-hand experience. I fucking hate it. And then I found out, like, 1 or 2 battles before, like, I think there was like 1 or 2 2D battles left in Dragon Quest XI, and I discovered you can actually click on people to learn what their buffs and debuffs are, which I did not know, which was ruining my entire strategy, which was built around buffing my own dudes and debuffing enemies. And I would always have a lot of trouble in those 2D fights because I was like, I don't know if I've buffed, I don't know what level of buff my dude is on, and I don't know if I've actually debuffed this guy yet. Of course, you could just hover over people and press a button, and then the game would tell you, but I did not learn that until like 2 fights before the end. Because of course I didn't. Welcome to Galen home of Galen. He helped design the Death Star. Welcome, Wanderer, to the storied settlement of Galenholm. Gather you round, good people. See what you see before you is a key capable of opening any door, so long as the door is red in colour. Aye, 'tis the self-same all-unlooking item once used by the May Erdrick, a storied thieves' key. Can it truly be? But this is a rare treasure indeed. How might How much might one expect to pay for such a thing? Might I compliment thee on thy knowledge and thy fine eye, sir? Thou hast a certain something about thee. Art thou perchance a hero of some renown? I? Nay, but to return to the matter at hand, how much for the key? Were it anyone save thyself, good sir, I would not wish to part with it for less than full 1 million gold coins. But to a hero known far and wide, well, it might aid thee in thy world saving and general questing about. I might consider perhaps 800,000. Eh, 800,000? This is too much, surely. Thou wouldst gouge us for profit, even as the world burneth before our very eyes? Aye, avaricious rogue! Swindler! Cheat! Come now, come now! I did not just offer a discount of 2 full 100,000 coins! What manner of swindler would do such a thing, huh? And besides, where is the harm in selling a thing for a price befitting its rarity? I understand full well that such a sum is not readily come by, but a certain moneylender of mine acquaintance would be more than happy to help, I'm sure. In any case, I shall retire to the inn by the seaside just south of here to await thee shouldst thou come to see sense, O mighty hero. Goodbye. I think I see thine roses on the way. Oh, let's go after him. Actually, let's go back into the town and, like... Let's go back into the town and, like, explore. Cat. Meow. The cat is staring intently at the fish in the basket. Unfortunately, I can't take the fish out of the basket for you, cat. One can find all manner of pretty stones and shells here should one look hard enough. Can one eat the small crabs, one wonders? One fancy they might be a trifle crunchy. That's why you boil them. You see the wisdom. I suppose you wouldn't boil them, you'd steam them, but... Anything worth stealing in the inn? I suppose I could look at myself in the fursuit again. He is pleasantly surprised to see a ruggedly handsome Sheba staring back at him. I don't need to save just yet. Moneylender, of whom that rotten swindler spaketh, is a usurer and a scoundrel. A friend of mine did accept a loan from him and was worked by him most mercilessly until such time as the debt was repaid. Well, at least, like, he only worked him until the debt was repaid. I wouldn't be surprised if he, like, just puts him into slavery and then, like, never lets him out. That slippery so-and-so of a merchant did retire to the inn south of town. I hope thou dost not mind me saying that thou seemest an easily led sort. I hope you don't mind me saying you look like a fucking merchant. Perhaps it would be better not to venture in that direction.
Though that young fellow yonder seemeth somewhat downcast, you must give thanks that he did not do so. That he did not do as that swindling scoundrel asked. Truly, the purer and more honest the target, the easier the mark they make for such men. To prey upon the innocent is so truly the work of villains.
Hey, Mystic, welcome along. Yeah, I'm a Shiva. Hello. This is the best armor. I got this armor because you get this armor when you're playing both as or when you have this game and Dragon Quest III 2D HD remake. And so far, it is the best armor I have. So, also, it's very funny. The mind positively boggleth to consider all the places one might visit with a thieves' key in one's pocket. Though not for the price that thief demanded of it. That thieves' key, by means of which any red door might be opened. I could well use such a treasure. Wherefore and by what means would a common swindler have come into possession of a treasure such as a thief's key? By no means that you or I would deem honorable. Of that I am certain. But I mean, he's a thief. And it's called a thief's key, so, you know, kind of fair. That thief might greatly aid us in the fight against the Dragon Lord. In the fight for the fate of our very world, and yet that rogue doth seek to profit from it? Hath he no conscience? Oh, how could I have been swayed by such plainly dishonest words? I mean, you're not the sharpest tool in the shed, like. Wouldst thou hear a song, perhaps, good sir? Very good. Take a swig. It's the second song of the stream. Ooh, dastardly. Wait, that was it? Oh, I thought I was gonna have to sing. Okay. Well, at least we heard like a little. My thanks. Shouldst thou not have guessed, I model my works on those of Galen, Bard of Legend. Of course you do. Who else would you? Greeting. I just bought weapons. I just bought weapons, you bollocks, you. I don't even have enough for this. It's not that much better, actually. I look forward to hearing the first in the VoD. Especially since apparently you sang, I rhymed in tune. I don't know if it would be properly singing. There wasn't enough of it to sing. 5 extra defense. Oh, the turban is actually worse. Yeah. Chainmail, lads. Actual, like, designed for nobility, very expensive and difficult to get in the Middle Ages chainmail is worse than my fursuit. I'm gonna be wearing this fursuit for so long. No, it's good. You don't sell anything useful.
Long, long ago, when the great bard Galen did last bring his wanderings to an end, 'twas here that he did settle, and 'twas here that he did build himself a home. And in time the town which sprang up round his dwelling came to be known as Galen's home, obviously.
122 gold. Thanks for your retirement money, old man. They introduced a run function in this game, which is why I'm moving so fast, in case you were wondering.
Fighting Fiends is all about selecting the two most apt for the job at hand. When surrounded by all the foes, whips and boomerangs are the order of the day.
I know, you're the second person to tell me that.
But when a single foe requireth smithing with all one's might, smiting with all one's might, then a sword or other weapon capable of inflicting heavy damage is called for. 'Tis with fish, whereby the right lure and bait must be selected in order to land one's desired catch.
Obviously. Zeke peeks inside the pot. Mini metal, tight. I did chance to espy the culprits. What culprits, thou asketh? Why, the foul fiends that did bear off with Princess Gwaelin. Eastward that they fly, ever eastward. Ah, is there none in this realm with the courage to go to her rescue? I mean, I'm brave enough to walk around town in a fursuit, so I think I'm brave enough to do anything, honestly. There is? Then I bid thee bear word to this brave soul, whomsoever it may be. Tell them that the princess was taken to the east. Yeah, I've already been there. It's... Oh, pot lid. I don't think I took any. I imagine what happened there was I opened the barrel, was like, oh, there's nothing in the barrel. Well, I'm taking something. So I just took the lid. In this world exists miraculous writings that, though one did no more than read them, one might nonetheless grow able to use certain spells and secret techniques. I even heard tell that such items can be found in the last resting place of Galen himself. Though I did not seek them out if I would not seek them out if I were you. The place swarmeth with bloodthirsty fiends. Where is that last resting place? Oh, I guess it's not going to tell me. Slam earrings do. Fence. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money for like 5 defense. I think that's everything in this town. So I'm assuming the big fuck off house. I'm assuming the big fuck off building is Galen's house. So when I get the thieves key, I can go in there and find a scroll. I actually have a scroll and I haven't used it yet. I probably should use it. I was holding off until I got someone that would maybe be better at magic than me, but I don't think I'm going to get anyone to join my party anytime soon, so. Let's peep it. This is a magical scroll that can teach the reader how to use the sandstorm ability. It can only be read once. No shopkeeper would ever give you any gold for this item. use it. That's a very cool animation. I learned Sandstorm. I read an Elder Scroll, and I can still see. Truly, I am the hero of legend. It's very funny to see the giant fucking Sheba just walk across the countryside. Ooh. The toad is new.
Let the fire consume thee!
26 points, not bad. Have you been playing any Power Wash Simulator recently, Mystic? I was playing it with my friend there last night. I don't know if I'll be able to convince him to like play through the DLC, because I kind of really want to play Power Wash Simulator 2, because I've played all the way through the first Power Wash Simulator, right? I haven't obviously done all the DLC, but I do want to. I want him to. I want to play Power Wash Simulator 2 with him, but I worry that if I get him to play all the DLC, he's going to burn himself out and he's not going to want to play 2, or at least not anytime soon. Oh, someone got him. Someone heard that he was trying to hawk a thieves' key and they killed him.
Sir, art thou injured? What hath befallen thee? Did it happen in here? You can't sue me.
A strange fellow, entirely on clothes save for a mask. He entered unbidden and he took it. The thieves key, my treasure, my ticket to riches untold. He took it and escaped out the window. Wait, perhaps he wore a loincloth or some such similar undergarment? But never mind that, the villain stole my key! I swear, sir, that thou hast fallen foul of the one they call Robin Hood. He is a lord among bandits who hath terrorized the land all about this place most mercilessly of late. See? I spake through. This Hood must be the rogue who did plunge my key into the depths of his drawers in the park without so much as a by the leave. He fled, sir. I saw it. Return it to me. Return my key. Robin Hood is no wayside bandit. He and his accomplices are hardened and desperate criminals. We must send word to Tantejel and ask for a detachment of soldiers to be dispatched. A detachment from Tantejel? Nay, so we cannot possibly. Thou wish thy key to be returned to thee, dost thou not? Therefore, wouldst thou refuse such a course of action? Well, the key, it came to me by other than standard means. If such were to be investigated, I might be invited to spend some time in the jail. So, please, I beg thee, No detachments. Alas, it is that or nothing, I fear. Yeah. 800,000 gold coins. Gone. I know exactly what model they're using for that. Sorry, what's that a reference to? Oh, fucking curses, must be such rotten luck ever before me. Thou art still here. I have no business with one so plainly impoverished as thee. Begone, shoo! Oh, yeah, so do I. Yeah. There's literally one of the, like, it's literally a standard guy called Robin Hood, like. The only, I don't know the exact model they're going to use, because I don't know, like, there's several color variations of Robin Hood. And now we sit here for the next 5 minutes as this dude heal loops himself until he runs out of MP. Or until I crit, whichever comes first. Wait, what are those called? Ant Gobblers. Lovely name. Okay, so I have to get past poison, I would say. Okay, I'm going directly south then.
Sis!
Really hoping I level up before I get to this Robin Hood cave. Like, and by that I mean like right before I get to the Robin Hood cave. I don't know how long it's been since you played Dragon Quest 1 Mystic, but they have added so many quality of life features to this game. Like they have the recall status now, where if you have dialogue with someone and you press start in the middle of it or after it, it will like save that sequence of text, so that like this is from the start of the game. Well met, thou art a warrior of great skill. We have long awaited the coming of one such as thee. And like this is just like him telling me the entire quest in case I'd forgotten it, which used to be a problem for me, like because I would like, they weren't like, there's quest markers and everything in this game. Like one, there's a map, that's new. Like it tells you on the map where you're supposed to go. Like you can move around the map. It's amazing. You can run. There's a run feat. There's a run function. There's shortcuts now. What else was there that I saw that like the voice acting is amazing. There's auto saving now. Loads of fucking just amazing things in this game. Oh, he actually tried to attack me. That's rare. Holy shit, I killed him in one hit. That's even more rare. But yeah, they actually tell you in this one that, like, if you go over that bridge, the monsters on the other side of that bridge are going to be stronger. Just not something they tell you in the original game. It's just like, yeah, find your ancestor's grave. Good luck. It's like, are you going to tell me where it is? Nope. Are you going to tell me, like, what I'm supposed to be looking for in general? Nope. Okay. Just wander out into the world into enemies that are 30 levels higher than you that just look at you when you die.
Be gone! Yeah!
Medicinal herb. That was a nice one. Kind of weird that a healed slime had one of those, but you know. Neat. Also, something very hilarious and also kind of terrifying about a dude in a fursuit just holding a torch like this. One of the first dungeons we went into was like a little labyrinth where people were getting lost in it, and every once in a while I would come around the corner in the fursuit with the torch, and it was just like, I was imagining it must be terrifying for those people. Like, imagine you're down in like a crypt, you've lost track of your friends, you've no idea where you are, and then you see this dude breathing heavily as he comes around the corner, torch right next to his face, and he's the only thing in the darkness. Like, that's terrifying. That is Fight Night shit, yeah.
Nah, boss, 'tis too dangerous, boss.
Unhand me! If thou thinkest I'm letting one of the boys just die, thou hast another thing coming.
So this Robin Hood is like an actual person? Not a monster? Maybe it's a monster that can talk.
And if thou thinkest we're letting you die, thou hast another thing coming yourself.
Who wants to die?
Who art thou? State thy business.
I've come to kill anyone that holds onto the thief key so that I may take it back because it's mine by blood right.
Hast thou come here looking to pinch our treasure?
Yes.
Thou shameless rogue! Come here and let me pummel thee!
Don't threaten me with a good time, sir. Those look awesome! Look at that! The shading and everything on them, they look fucking dope! Oh, they look great. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ.
Much better.
I might actually heal again. And 9, 20. Oof. Hmm. 6, 7. Yeah, good.
Be gone!
7.
Have at me!
21. That 21 is a murder. Six. 8. Robin Hood defends. Good. That's what we like to see.
Flames!
Oh. Oh. Rough. I might die here. Oof. Nine. 24. Ow. Thankfully, I packed like a ton of fucking medicinal herbs on myself. Unfortunately, that dude just healed himself for 40? Jesus. Fuck me. Knights aren't counted in the beast family, are they?
Have at me!
Oof. Ow. Ah. That's what that's medicinal herb. I could try putting the Udlum to sleep and then focus on... I imagine I can't put the Hood to sleep. Because he's... I think this is a boss. Probably should have fought more dudes outside so I could have leveled up before I came in here, but... kind of thought I'd have more dudes to fight in here rather than going straight into a boss fight. So how much is Zap? 6. Snooze is 3. I'm gonna try put the Robin Hood to sleep. It's probably not gonna work. Yeah.
Have at me!
Yeah.
Much better.
Yeah, good.
Have at me!
But he missed. Good. No! That's not who I meant to attack. That's not who I meant to attack.
Have at me!
Oh, do I have the spell? Okay, I can heal. I can heal.
Heal.
Okay. So I can heal one more time. Yeah, I think the play is like, unless he crits me, he's not gonna kill me. I don't think he's crit me yet. He's been doing about 24 damage. So I think if I attack him now.
That ain't half bad!
Okay. Now use heal.
Much better.
Hope he doesn't attack me. Good. I can effectively take 2 hits from him. I have to just hope he doesn't attack me anymore.
I pulled my finger out!
If I go first, I should win. Nope, never mind. Oh shit, I have 1 health. Come on, go first. Ah, no! He defends, okay. Shit. Ooh. I can't heal anymore. I can't do anything. I could try and do this. But it's like potentially. I probably should have done cop out at... No, I spent all my items. Spent all my items. All I have left are antidotal herbs. So I'm just going to attack him and hope he dies.
Enough!
Yes!
Enough! I surrender!
1 fucking HP and 2 fucking MP. Jesus Christ. Woo. That was insanely lucky. That has to be a level up. Yeah. Give me all my health and fucking MP back, please. Oh, thank you. Jesus, thank God. Like, you imagine how much more damage I would have taken if I wasn't wearing my fursuit? Ooh.
Thou hast clobbered me fair and square, but thou wilt spare me, wilt thou not? I swear upon my soul to mend my wicked ways. Say thou wilt, please.
I don't believe you, but I am a good guy with absolute sincerity. So, yes.
Cheers, ears. Verily, thou art a saint.
What was that? Awarded for defeating the Robin Hood. Okay. Robin who?
I'm Robin Hood, by the way. What do they call thee, pal?
Okay, so they should be calling me Twitchy Poo if I was to go by the legacy of my Dragon Quest XI character, but I unfortunately forgot that and called myself Zeke, so Zeke, they call me Zeke.
'Tis a fine old name, that. Yeah, I like it.
The fork-tongued rogue doth claim that through his veins courseth the blood of heroes, boss.
Is that so? And thou needst the thief's key for doing some heroic bits and bobs, I suppose.
Yeah. Technically, yes. I mean, mostly I'm going to be using it to break into people's houses and steal all of their worldly treasures, but technically I do also need it to save the world, yes.
Surely thou dost not believe this twaddle, boss.
Why does no one believe me? I'm wearing Urchik's armor under my fursuit. Trust me.
Well, the thing is, see, this Erdrick, the hero who did save the world all them years back, worked for one of me ancestors, as it happens. Bloke taught them everything they knew, in fact. Verily.
Verily.
Cool.
And if our friend here truly is descended from me great-great-granddad's most giftedest of pupils, that explaineth how come he just duffed me up so good.
Yeah, that's the reason I totally wiped the floor with you. It wasn't even close. Y'all saw that, right? Like how I fucking duffed him up and he didn't stand a chance?
Behold, the thief's key. Heirloom of my storied line.
Thank you.
Since thy family and mine go way back, I ain't too bothered about handing it over to thee. On one condition.
You want a kiss? Because I'll accept, but begrudgingly.
Thou must first navigate this here cave and bring back our comrade, who hath gone and got himself proper lost.
Forsooth, boss, thou art a genius. This fellow here will be able to bring him back, no probs.
Wait, are the things in the cave stronger than all of you guys?
Well, what sayest thou, cuz? You up for it?
Yeah. I am entirely sincere. I am a hero. I am a hero of good and light, and I am lawful good in all true means. So yes, with all sincerity, yes, I will help you.
Nice one. Verily, thou art probably descended from heroes.
Oh, and just so thou knowst, there's supposed to be fairies in there what useth magic to confound all who enter, or something. Anyway, be lucky, eh?
Could be worse. Over the holidays, I was in a fight where I was on 1 HP and poisoned in a card battler, so, you know, literally guaranteed to get a heal in the next draw. I was playing Heroes of Hammerwatch with Maisie the other night, and I just kept on getting poisoned. And I kept on, every time I would get poisoned, like she was playing like a priest, so every time I would get poisoned, I would run to her screaming, it's like, heal me, heal me, heal me! At a certain point, I think the poor girl got too much for her, and she was just like, you know that poison can't kill you in this game, right? It can only reduce you to 1 HP? I was like, oh. No, I didn't know that. Could you heal me anyway though, please? Is there a save location in here? How big is... Oh. That's quite big. That's quite big. BRB. Fuck. You will not stop me from leaving this cave, Funguson.
Not today. Be gone. Oh. Be gone.
Then she stabbed you in the with her penis of light. Or was that another Hammer Watch? No, she did stab me with her penis of light. She did, yeah. Giant, long dong of light. And the poor dear, she's more used to playing the game on console than she is on PC. So, whereas to aim her dong of light at me, all she had to do was literally like hover her cursor over me and then press the button. She would like shoot the beam of light, and then it would go, and then she would wildly swing it back and forth as she tried to center in on where my character was. Items. Use to go back to... Ugh, is that the closest place? Okay, I can go back to the Craggy Cave. So I am going to go to Tantegel and see, can we... There was a wizard at Tantegel who would, like, heal me. She actually managed to hit you? I remember running after you desperately trying to... I think that might have been in... I'm not sure if we played Heroes of Hammerwatch together. I'm pretty sure we just played regular Hammerwatch together. So it might be different since then. But she did do a lot of running after me, telling me to stop, I'm trying to heal you. Just gonna run into the castle really quick and see, can I mostly just want to see, is the wizard still there? Like, because I don't really need healing, I just kind of want to see if he's there. Also, I kind of want to show off how fucking beautiful Tantegel Castle is to Mystic, because she, like I, will remember what Tantegel Castle used to look like, and it did not look like this. Look at this, Mystic, it's fucking gorgeous. Okay, so that guy just heals me whenever I want him to. Good. I don't think you have to remember it that well. I mean, like, the last time I was in Tantegel Castle, it was a box. It was one small box that was the King's Court, and then there was a slightly bigger box outside of it that was the hall leading out of the court. And it was in, well, it wasn't in black and white, it did have color, but it was very little color. Not you. I want to go to confess my sins. But first I want to find out how far away I am from level up. 15 experience points? Jesus. Oh. I would like to confess my sins. And that, standing in the middle of this church, making this poor praying woman feel very uncomfortable because of how I'm dressed, I am going to end this episode of Dragon Quest I, the 2D HD remake. I'm not always going to call it that. It's way too long of a name. But for all of those of you on YouTube following along with the series, I hope you enjoyed checking out this bit of a retro game, and I will see you in the next episode. Goodbye.